Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Viv. I make videos about witchcraft, paganism, the occult, spirituality, and other related topics. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, feel free to subscribe, like, and all of that. And I also have links down below. Hey! Sorry about that. My cat started chewing on a cord. Speaking of cats, today is going to be a life update video because I have been gone for so long, so let's get into it. A lot of changes have happened in my life in the past few months, which is why I have been basically fully absent off YouTube lately. Starting in I think it was last spring, I moved in with my partner, and later on that summer in June I went to the UK. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen my photos from there, and in the next video that I upload I'll be talking about a paranormal experience that I had there that had me quite shook. And the reason I was there was because I have family there. My dad's from there. I was visiting him, and we traveled mainly the southwest, and we also went to Bristol, where I was born and partially raised for some of my childhood, and also London. And it was amazing. It really felt like being home. I hadn't been there since I was a kid, and my mom and I immigrated to the US, and I felt like I was coming home, and I loved it, especially because I'm from Bristol, originally born there. A lot of my dad's side of the family is from the southwest, and Devon and Cornwall have such a rich history of magic and folklore and superstition and paganism and spirituality. And we did go to some very magical locations. We went to St. Nectan's Glen in Cornwall, ℓ𝔫𝔢 Castle. We went to the Museum of Witchcraft in Boscastle. Boscastle itself was magical. We went to the ℓ𝔫𝔢 Well in Glastonbury, as well as Glastonbury Tor, and we went to a few other places. We also went to Avebury Stone Circle, Sainsbury's is so magical. We went to a few other places in the UK that were very magical, and Sainsbury's included. But anyway, it was an amazing trip, and I also got to see some family members that I hadn't seen for 14 years, and it was lovely to see them and to spend time with them and to go back. I came back and I was very sad, and I cried because the United States has terrible public transportation and they don't have full English. They don't have full English breakfasts. So yeah, I definitely got returning back depression. And you know, I plan to go back, absolutely. Definitely going to go back at least every year if I can, and eventually probably relocate there, because it's where I felt happy. I love the Southwest. I love being home, and I love the fact that it has actual public transportation. I don't need a car because I don't drive, and being in the US and not having a car does limit your options. For example, there's a local national park in my state that I want to go to, but since I can't drive, I can't get there because there's absolutely zero public transportation to get there, of course. So you're forced to drive or hitchhike, which is incredibly dangerous, especially if you're female or feminine presenting. So as someone who doesn't drive, doesn't want to drive, and doesn't enjoy the thought of having to have a car, pay for it every month and maintain it, as well as pay for insurance and all of that, it's definitely going to be better for me as a human being to move somewhere that has public transportation, where I don't need to do that. Whereas in the US, everyone seems to have bought into the idea that it's normal for them to have to buy a car to get around and spend shitloads of money on it. And it's just insane to me. Unless you live in an urban area, and since all those are gentrified anyway, you're fucked. But that was that. I came back. I went back to my normal life. And then in October, my partner and I moved into this new apartment. And that's why, if you notice, my background's different yet again. Second time I've moved in the past few months. And it's been nice having our own place, just my partner and me, and a new addition, which I will talk about soon. And the last couple months have been alright. Holidays were stressful because my job is stressful during the holidays, but I'm doing well, and I'm also working on school, working on getting my degree, and then my next degree, and then my next degree, and then the next one after that. So it's going to take a few years, but I do love learning, and I love academia, so I've been enjoying that. In terms of my spiritual practice, being in England really did help expand that. I think going to all those sacred sites, going to the Witchcraft Museum, and also getting some of the books that I got there that aren't as easy to find in in-person shops as here was really great, as well as the fact that I think being in a place where you had ancestors, and yeah, I still have family there, it does connect you to the land a bit more. And maybe that's just me, but I think other people have this experience as well. And I get the same thing in Turkey and in Azerbaijan, where my mom's side is from. And I partially grew up there as well. So again, there's a nostalgia thing tied in there as well. But I had a lot of spiritual experiences there. And again, I will talk about that in my next video. And I've also been working with the Hekataeon, and I started working with that after I came back. I believe it was in August. And on my Patreon, I do have posts talking about my experiences with that. Basically, I post my journal entries on my Patreon. And that has been incredible. I think working with Hekate in a deeper, more advanced kind of way has helped deepen my practice, has helped my growth as a person. It has helped bring healing situations into my life. Some of them are sort of tower moments, and some of them are more nice and happy. But both are valuable in their own way, and I feel that these experiences are transforming me, and by the time I'm done working with the book, I feel that I will be a completely different person and a stronger, more evolved version of myself. It's an incredible book. If you are lucky enough to get your hands on it, I would recommend it. It's not easy to find. I was lucky that a friend was selling it, and I purchased it from a friend. You can look around online, but it is quite expensive now because it is very limited. But it's worth it. It is absolutely worth the investment if that's something you can do. I found it was worth the investment. Something was just telling me to do it, and I have had very incredible experiences with that, and if you're interested in me making videos about that, let me know. But if you want to actually see the journal entries from my experiences with the rituals, you can look at my Patreon, which is below. My last exciting piece of news is that we got a cat, and she's really cute. And again, if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you've probably seen pictures of her. Her name is Bastet, and she is basically my child and one of my favorite beings in this whole world. She was here in the room with me until she started chewing my cords and got put in another room while I record, because it's kind of annoying when you're trying to record. I don't want her to break my microphone. But yes, we got a cat, and she will probably feature in future videos if she learns to stop chewing cords all the time. So we'll see if that happens. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you all are having an amazing day, amazing week, amazing month, and I hope you enjoyed watching this little update on my life. And I will see you all later. Love you all. Blessed be.